Hey guys, got a pretty interesting video for you today. Just like all you out there, I hate the look of faded plastic, and I've been looking for a way to restore the shine on plastics and keep that shine for a long time. Now most plastic restore products only last a few weeks at best before they kind of wash away. And so the product we're going to be trying out today is guaranteed to last up to 200 washes. And that product is Cerakote Trim Coat. It is a ceramic based coating that you just like literally wipe on. And we can take something that looks like this, an old faded gas tank, into something that looks like this Year 250 airbox that we restored previously. Shoot, scratch this thing up a bit more. So we're gonna put this product through the ringer and see if it holds up to the test long term. Let's jump into it. Now the first couple things we'll be trying this product on is the gas tank for the CR250. This is a stock one I've had laying around. And also this old number plate from an RM250. It's pretty beat up and sun faded. I'm excited to see how it works on that. Now before we apply the coating, we're gonna have to clean this stuff up with Dawn dish soap. Now I'm gonna give them a little wipe down and let them sit in the sun to dry off completely. You want these things completely dry before you apply the coating. After the parts have dried off in the sun, you want to bring them back inside in the shade and let them cool off before wiping them down with the trim coat. So it really doesn't get any more simple than this. Just pull out the wipe, and you definitely want to wear gloves. You don't want to get this stuff on your hands. So as I'm wiping, I'll go in the same direction just so it ends up with a more consistent finish. That's really the only thing you got to worry about. After about 30 minutes, the coating is dry and ready to go. Now this gas tank turned out absolutely awesome. Got a nice consistent shine to it all the way around. Super pumped on that. Now for the number plate, this is where I coated it. You can see the difference between the coated and the non-coated part there. So not a huge difference there, but there's still lots of oxidization underneath the coating. And then on this side, I ended up sanding the stains and sun fading off of the part here and applied the trim coat on top of it. So right there you can see that looks pretty close to a new piece of plastic. So if you have a piece of plastic that has all this staining and fading, you may want to sand it beforehand with like 500 or 600 grit sandpaper, and then apply the trim coat on top of it, and you'll get a really good result like that. Now let's say you were to accidentally spill gas on the tank with the trim coat. How would that react? Let's find out. So I let that fuel sit on the gas tank for about a minute before wiping it off. And you can see there's absolutely no reaction with the trim coat. Sweet, just what I was hoping for. Another thing I've been wanting to try the coating on is my lawnmower. It's a decent mower, but the plastic is severely faded. This thing's been sitting out in the sun for a while. So let's clean this thing up and see what we can do with it. On something like this, you're going to want to take an air compressor and blow all the water out of the cracks and crevices. Wow, just frickin' wow. Cannot believe how well the trim coat worked on the mower. This thing looks pretty much brand new again. Even on the steering wheel where it was severely faded in the middle, covered that up really nicely. So what I'm gonna do as a little test is use the mower over the next couple of months. Got a lot of mowing to do this summer. So right now it is July 30th. I'm gonna come back in 2 months from now, September 30th, and show you guys how the trim coat held up. It's a couple months later. It's actually October 29th, so 3 months after we applied the trim coat, and it looks like the trim coat held up remarkably well. So I did the whole dash, steering wheel, down here where your feet touch, no signs of any wear down here. I used the mower quite a bit this summer. My yard's pretty big, and I had this thing sitting outside quite a bit too. Gave it a few washes and didn't notice any of the trim coat wearing away or going back to the ugly faded look. So definitely pretty impressive stuff. And one more thing, when I went to go wash the mower, all the dirt, dust and grass clippings just pretty much washed right off. Didn't stick to any of the areas I applied the trim coat to. So just a little added bonus. One thing that I've been curious about, and I'm sure you guys are as well, is if the trim coat will hold up to the abuse that a dirt bike gets. Now I'm not quite healed up enough to ride a full-size bike, so I'm gonna have to find something on the 110 to coat. And I think the perfect candidate would be the sprocket cover. Gets a lot of wear on the bike. So I'm gonna have to pull that off, coat it, put it back on, and ride the bike and see if it holds up. Oh, and don't mind the oil the bike is dripping. The girls were ripping this thing around the other day and ate crap, and oil is just spewing out the overflow. Take it easy a little bit. That's enough. I'm really tired. Some serious arm pump there, but that was about 5 laps. I'm gonna check this sprocket cover and see if there's any wear on it. I wore my boots just to kind of simulate how it would actually be. But yeah, let's take a look at it. Let's go ahead and wipe the dust off the cover, see how she looks. So you can see there is some wear on that coating. I also had coated the other cover here. Looks like that's got some wear as well. So maybe I wouldn't apply it directly to a cover that's gonna get a lot of wear, like constant use with, you know, say boots or something abrasive. you know, with like dirt in there and everything. But it's definitely doable to do on, say, a gas tank or an air box or something that doesn't get a ton of wear like these covers here. So the trim coat was more geared toward an automotive application like plastic trim and bumper restoration, and not really toward an intense application like we have here with the dirt bike. But honestly, anything you put on those covers, any type of coating, paint, or dressing, is gonna wear off just as quick, if not quicker. Now, one more idea I've had for the trim coat is inside the house here. You guys are gonna laugh at me for this, but the trim coat could be used on the toilet, I believe. So out here, I have hard water. You can see it stains the toilet pretty good. What I'm gonna do is clean up the toilet, get all of this staining off of here, and apply some of the trim coat. The reason why I think this will work good is because the ceramic coating is like an anti-stick, and so I'm hoping this adheres to the toilet bowl and prevents anything from sticking to that. And of course, before you apply any trim coat, you gotta have it completely dry and clean. And on a side note, I used a pumice stone to get rid of all those hard water stains. Thing just ripped that stuff right off. I could probably use this on dirt bike stuff too. We're back in the bathroom a couple days later. Don't see any of those hard water stains coming back, and I don't see any skid marks, thankfully. I'm gonna flush the toilet and show you guys how that trim coat repels the water. It's pretty cool. Yeah, sweet stuff. I'm almost thinking, what could I Cerakote or trim coat next? I know some people do the shower. I'm almost considering doing like my dinner plates and my butt crack. Gotta keep that thing clean, but probably not the best idea. So overall, had good luck with the trim coat product. We use it on many different types of uses. Had it on the dirt bike, the lawnmower, even on the toilet with good luck. You can use it on car and truck bumpers and trim. That's really what it's made for. But the only limitation I would say is on a high wear or high impact area. Like we had it on the side cover of the dirt bike. Didn't hold up very good there. But pretty much anywhere else where you have plastic or rubber, this stuff is definitely worth a shot. It's held up to the elements so far, long term, and also through washing and just general use. One thing I will say though, you gotta nail the preparation process. Make sure everything is perfectly clean, cool to the touch, and completely dry before you apply the trim coat, or else it won't adhere very well and won't look as good as it should. So if you guys are interested in trying out this product, I will link it down below in the description. And let me know what your guys' feedback on it as well. I'd love to hear it. That pretty much wraps up this video. Thanks for watching, and I will see you guys soon. Take care.